Yo, what's up guys, welcome back to the channel. I'm Underdog Eats, and I watched X-Men, not for the first time. I've seen X-Men multiple times, definitely one handful, probably more than 5 times, but it's been 8 years minimum of 8 years since I've seen this movie fully. Yes, I've watched the reactions of like Cinnabinge, Ashley Burton, maybe Octocruel even. I've seen the reactions to this movie, so it's still fresh in my mind. And I know what happened throughout the movie. And the second one, and the third one. And First Class. The only ones that I haven't seen is Dark Phoenix, or Phoenix, with that about Jean Grey. And Days of Future Past. I've seen parts of it. Otherwise, I've seen all the other movies with Wolverine in them. Apocalypse, all the X-Men, I've seen them. Apocalypse I've seen once or twice. First Class, I've seen it in the theaters when it came out. I've seen also The Wolverine, I think also in theaters. Wolverine's Origin, we had them on DVD, so I've watched that one also multiple times. So I was a big Wolverine fan. When I watched X-Men for the first time, it was definitely a 5 out of 5, and I was a big ass Wolverine fan. He was definitely my favorite, and probably still is. From the X-Men himself, from the universe that we know of the X-Men that we've seen in the movies, from the mutants. Wolverine is one of my favorites, yes. I wouldn't call Deadpool really a mutant, because yes, it is his personal ability, but it was awakened by a big accident later on, like they showed us in whole Deadpool 1. So I wouldn't really call him a mutant. But it's not also like he's a superhero. Like he got his powers by a big accident and all. It was the genes that were mutated in that thing that they showed us in Deadpool. So it is part of his human structure. Only it's not how every mutant came to be. So I wouldn't really call him a mutant, like Wolverine or Storm or Sabretooth or Eric, Magneto or Charles, Professor X. They all were born with the ability, but they are good with, like telekinesis, healing yourself, the bone structure what Wolverine first had. It's all born with. And Deadpool wasn't really born with it. Yes, he was born with it, but it was more developed due to what happened in Deadpool 1. So that's why I would call him a mutant, and that's why I wouldn't count him as one of my favorite mutants. Yes, he's a great anti-hero. I love him as an anti-hero. I love his movies. But I wouldn't call him as my favorite mutant. He's definitely one of my favorite heroes, but anti-heroes. But he's not one of my favorite mutants. My favorite mutant would be Wolverine. But then they developed Wolverine with the adamantium claws. That was so cool, the first time I saw that, those knives and all. Oh, it was so exciting. So let's start with the movie. We're in Poland, 1994. No, wrong. We're in Poland, 1944. Sorry. And it's raining. very hard. We see four uh, four or five lines of Jewish people, and they're all walking in the rain and through the mud. We see a boy in the crowd looking to his right, and beyond the fence he sees other Jewish people working in the very rain, in the rain, faces all slender. And at the end of the line, because they were all walking, not the working people but the one that were in the line, with the crowd. At the end of the line or row, they were being separated by soldiers. Maybe it's parents with children, or I don't know how but definitely Eric, or aka Magneto, was separated from his parents. He went to the screen right, they went to screen left. Eric sat down, and his mother, she was crying and screaming for her son. She turned around and tried to run back, but she was hauled back by a soldier. Then Eric starts to run, but the gates, more like this, the gates close. He's now held back by a soldier. And obviously, he's crying and screaming for his mom with his arm stretched out, trying to reach for her. But the gate's already closed and she's further away, so the reaching would never happen. But it's about how it looks like. So he's crying and screaming, and then it begins. And all the soldier come running up, trying to hold him back. And the gate, it starts to bend a bit. Two more come running at him, and they really try to hold him back, but due to the mud, they slide a bit towards the gate, and the gate starts to bend and bend more. And one of the soldiers, he walks in front of the boy and knocks him out with the back of his rifle. And we're gonna leave it at that. If you don't know what's gonna happen next, you have to watch the movie yourself. X-Men from 2000. Definitely very good movie. That's why I get a high 4, low 5. Like I said at the beginning, I would otherwise give it a 5 out of 5. If this still was the first time I see it. But this movie, I've seen it so many times. It's more like from, okay, cool, it's the excitement for it's a bit flew away with the wind. It's still a very good movie. I still like it a lot, but it doesn't get me as excited as it used to. That's what it is. Anyway, don't forget to leave a like. Which is your favorite mutant from this movie? Put down below in the comment section and subscribe to the channel. Definitely subscribe to the channel. And see you guys next time.